Seldom do we have anyone approaching us to say, this is how we fix the world. And not only am I doing that here on YouTube, on video platforms, and you can help, but I'll be doing that door to door in the community, because that's where change happens. So let me give you a brief rundown on what DreamCloud is and how we can use this as an organization that is both local and community focused, but is conscious of the greater impact that organizing can have on the world. So, smart community management. What is this? Well, this is basically saying that we should invite all of the homeowners who exist within a local area into a community. And how do you do that? Well, you have to build some sort of an organization to invite them into. Okay, well, that's what this is. It's an organization that is inviting local residents to join. Now, why would they be joining this organization? Well, because we're going to help manage their properties, right? They're homeowners. So that's obviously what we would be giving them as a service, right? So what is that? We can help you find the correct professional solution for any technical problem. So right there, we're just talking about this being a service, right? And that's specifically tech support, but also just general handyman, smart home support. Automation, as it's being unrolled in our communities, we're focused on applying those to retail warehouse systems that actually benefit the community. And then we are also building these community centers where people can kind of share information with each other. And all of this is outlined right here. So you can go ahead and read this if you want to learn more about that. If you scroll further, there's an open source robotics kind of explanation here. That's what I'm building as an individual. So I'm kind of building these robots that are going to be primarily either in-home focused or retail focused, and at the affordable price point that's going to make them really attractive. So let's start here and let's see where this takes us. Okay, so this took us to cloud services, save on cloud support. These are our subscription options, right? So let's run down some of these subscription options, right? Cloud support that works for you, subscription pricing. Pick a plan that fits within your budget. Subscribe and save on all cloud support services, including help finding licensed professional trade services, right? So there's the free one. Okay, so there's a subscription plan where we kind of get to know you and we save your information, but it's free. So we don't offer any online support, meaning you cannot contact us through the website for any kind of support. There's no AI support, which is being built right now. There's no monthly reboot. And if you need phone support, it's going to start at $30 an hour, basically, right? Which is still affordable. You know, you kind of just buy what you need. If you want on-site, in-home support, that's $60 an hour, still competitive, still affordable, but not as affordable as these. And then if you want to drop something off, obviously if you're local in my area right now, we're rolling this out in Southern California. It's a repair service, all affordable. You can just get help right here. If you want to join the club, and this is kind of where I need the support of the community to kind of support the community. So it's a symbiotic support system. But basically you get, for $20 a month, which is still affordable, you get 24/7 online support, which will include AI support. You get free quarterly reboots, meaning that every 3 months we'll come to your house, we'll talk about all the services, but basically refresh your computer, your network system, and then those small things around your house that are kind of like, I need to pull out a ladder, I need to get on the ceiling, I need to change this vent or this battery or something like that. Well, we're just going to include all that because we're already there. And then if you need additional on-site support, like let's say you buy a new piece of electronics, you buy a computer or a smart TV or a new washer or something like that, and you want someone to install it for you, then that'll be $40 an hour on-site support outside of the free quarterly reboot. So you could wait until you have your quarterly reboot and you could just say, hey, we need this thing installed. So we're going to order it, and then you can install it when you come in. So all these things are kind of negotiable, and we'll work out the details. If you're a subscriber, more than happy to work with you. And then if you go to the Pro version, right, this becomes expandable to multiple locations. So if you have a small office, you can apply it there. It obviously applies to your home. You not only get all the other stuff, right? The AI, remote, you get 15 hours of phone support versus 5 hours, and then you get free monthly reboots. So that means that we're coming to your house every month. So essentially that's what you're paying for. So all this other stuff is just included, and you get discounts on on-site support. So if you have a business and you want to kind of go all in on this, $50 a month, it applies to your business, it applies to your home. Let's just say 2 locations for now. You get a free monthly reboot. So basically you can have me come to your office or come to your home to kind of like rejuvenate the system, update any firmware that you need updated, diagnose the speed, kind of let you know what you need to buy, if you need to buy something else, if you need to buy something that makes it faster, recommendations, all that stuff. It's just kind of like your helpful kind of tech, assistant. So the free monthly reboot, the Pro plan includes a lot more than just basic home stuff. For example, changing out light bulbs. So, we're going to be there every month. So let's just say, you have a light bulb go out and it's on the ceiling. It's hard to get to. You'll just say, hey, my light bulb's out. I'd like to move my monthly schedule to, sometime this week. Are you available? And then we'll send someone out. We'll do the monthly checkup. We'll include the bulb, things like that. And it could be, the seals on your toilet are going out. So this is kind of, you can think about it as like the all-inclusive kind of like home, management, property management. So that's what this is, right? So now we're going to go back to the homepage and we're going to see how easy it is to actually get help on here. So this AI right down here is actually just an explainer that's going to talk about the company. So if I said something like, I'm new here, tell me about Dream Cloud. This AI right here will just answer your question. So this is all of the information you need to know about our website. Basically, like think about it as a facts page, but it's just right there. It's in AI and you can access it, but it'll only answer questions about our company, right? And then down here, if you click Get Help, right? This is right on the homepage, and it's on a mobile version, so it's not technically an app yet, but the app we're building is completely different, and it's actually like a local social network app, which is going to just connect you guys peer-to-peer. So all the customers will be connected to each other, in addition to be connected to us. So we're on cloud support now, and this is an online help desk. So we can go down, and this right here is available if you're a subscriber. So this is Bubble AI cloud support, right? So let's just test her out. And in the future, this is going to be available in a voice version that you're going to be able to call, or we'll be able to call you. So, hi, how can I help you? I'm having issues with my Wi-Fi, right? You can start with something as easy as that. And then AI right now is going to give you the solution here. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear you're having trouble with your Wi-Fi. Can you tell me a little bit more about the problem? For example, are you unable to connect to the Wi-Fi at all? Is the connection very slow or keeps dropping? Right? So then you're going to go in here and say, unable to connect at all. Right? Boom. Chat's doing its thing. Right? And it's already narrowing down the problem from all your devices to one of your devices. So boom, you're already getting help right there. And then if you need more help and you request it here, AI is just going to tell you to scroll down and submit a help request. So right now, this is the easiest way to get in touch with me. And then once you're a subscriber, you'll also have a mobile number. You'll have a business number to contact. a phone number. And then this would be the service calendar. So this is the cloud support service calendar. This is also only available to subscribers. So this right here and this right here are only available to subscribers. So if you want to schedule a service that you've already paid for, which we'll go over on the next page, this right here brings you to a calendar where basically you can schedule that service. But the way you buy this service is right here. So, you can definitely schedule a service, but we're going to just kind of remind you that you have to pay for the service. Or, if you're just kind of like moving up your monthly visit and you just want to pick a new date, you can just use that to pick a new spot on the calendar and I'll see it and update you. So the full service cloud support. So schedule cloud services. The following cloud service options are available below each subscription plan. If you need to hire a licensed professional or a specialized trade service, use this link to access the cloud support form. So if you go right here, that's going to actually take you back to the last page. And that's where you're going to have to request, like, I need to see a plumber. And in the future, when you reach out to the AI, which will be the first point of contact for all of our subscribers, you'll be able to just say, hey, I need a plumber. And then that will just tell us. So you won't have to go through this step in the future, but it's right there. Basically just saying, hey, I know that I need a plumber, or I know I need an electrician. Do you know somebody? And then we'll connect you to a licensed trade professional in our network. So here is the free subscription plan that we talked about earlier. And now we're going to talk about kind of more of the details. So here is the $30 an hour price for phone support. Here is the $60 an hour price for on-site support. And here is the 40-hour price for repair service. So that's basically with no subscription. That's what you get. And then if you have the basic subscription plan, these are the prices, and you obviously have remote for free. All that AI stuff is included. Then the on-site support's only $40 an hour after your free quarterly reboot. And then this one obviously is you already get a month, you already get an hour a month for free. So that's basically what you're paying for, and it applies to multiple locations. So if you have a business, that would be the one you want to go with. If it's just for your home and you're not going to need me that often, this is the one you go with and you want to support it. If you really think that like you're able to take care of like most of your tech issues and you don't want to support the company, then just go with this and just kind of, contact us when you need us for local support. So now I want to talk to you about the support group community meetings. So you can think about all of that as kind of phase one, right? We're like a mobile tech service that is actually helping you out. And, we can get into a store right here. I have this shop ready to go. So in the future, you might be able to buy things from us, and then we'll kind of include that in your in-home package to actually set it up and install it. So you're ordering products anyway, but now you can order products through us and actually have them installed and upgraded, and all your information can be downloaded onto it or uploaded onto it. So if you get a brand new computer and you buy an hour of tech support, obviously we'll take your hard drives from your old computer and upload them into your new computer. So just think about us like that. We're just kind of like a mobile tech support company right now, but we can also take care of all the little things in your house because we're already going to be there. And we can plug you into more trades because that's an easy step, and we're just giving the people we support more business, right? And then, so that's kind of phase one. And then phase two is to actually build physical locations in your communities. So this is just the support meeting tickets. Obviously, it's going to be free to everyone, especially subscribers, but anyone from the neighborhood is going to be invited. But these are going to be local tech stores where you can come in to get educated on software or systems. We might have little classes that we run as like a little after school program where we can teach young people about computers, how they work. I'm also working on robots. So I don't have the latest versions of all the robots I'm working on right now available on the website. But if you check my social media, I'm constantly uploading photos of the actual robots that I'm building. Essentially right now, I'm kind of midway through construction of this guy. But it's going to be more of like a tablet kind of oriented robot. So you can think of it as like a modular, tablet robot that's going to be affordable. And, in the future, this is kind of where I'd like to go. But for now, we're just building something with a 3D printer that's kind of affordable. So this is another thing that we want to build in the communities once we have a large enough presence, is an automated market. So this could be in tandem with the like DreamCloud little tech store. It could be in the same location, or these can be in different locations. But basically, we'd like to take the idea of automation and apply it to a local grocery store setting or local market, so that basically this little DreamCloud store is completely automated, but it's owned by DreamCloud and it's owned by the community through the subscriptions. So you're basically like a community owner, you can say, of this automated store that's in your community that you're going to shop from. So it's kind of like, how do we close the loop from, the shopper of the store being a part owner of the store, and being able to have some kind of a democratic control over like what that store does. And maybe we adjust our inventory based on what the customers actually want. So we can just get feedback from you directly. So we'll only carry certain products if the community wants certain products, and this can be different for each community. So essentially, there'll be kind of like an automated section and a kind of a customer lounge. And I think, obviously this can kind of be integrated with the tech store. So let's just say that that's phase 2. And then phase 3 is really expanding into every other sector, right? So DreamCloud wants to become this conglomerate that affects every area of your life. And since we're already kind of in your home, helping you out with tech support and all the things you need to manage your property, and we're already kind of building this local tech infrastructure via the store, and we're already kind of expanding into automated markets. Like, we're already kind of growing in a way that is locked in with the community, invested in the community. So then we can offer financial services that are going to be complementary to all those things. And that could be property insurance, health insurance, banking, all those things. Even a local medical office where you can see a local doctor. So, we can manage people's Medicare or their retirement, or, we can do a lot of things. I definitely want to take a lot of this money that's being put into this system to develop better urban landscapes, better housing, and a more connected urban fabrics, more walkable cities. And that's kind of the long-term goal. That would be like phase 3, is like, how do we take all this energy that we're accumulating, right? All this community focus and all this revenue that the community is actually contributing. And even though they're getting something for it, right? They're getting this like cool tech service, but in a way, more of that money is going to, generate revenue for this company to grow. So how is it going to grow? And I think part of that is, actually investing in the community, buying property, developing it in a responsible way, and then offering housing back to the community. So again, that's how we close the loop there. So all these things are really just about building better systems for you as a community. And I'm just saying, like, we don't need to turn to the current establishment powers and complain about them not doing it or doing it better. I'm saying this is the system we can use to just do it on our own. So that's kind of what I'm rolling out to say, let's fix the world together. This wasn't kind of an empty promise, and this isn't like some kind of, a jazzy tagline. I really do think that we can do this together. I think that we can fix the world. And I think that if we focus on tangible material improvements, then we can get people excited, right? Smart community management. Let us make your life easier. And then through a monthly subscription, you are helping us make your life even easier. And then as we build, it's just kind of steamrolling and compounding, because I do believe that the sector, the space for a company and a conglomerate who actually does care about people and communities is wide open. I don't think anyone's even trying to do that. So this is we have a really good shot of doing it. And even if we do have competition in this space, that's where we want competition. We want people going into this space of taking care of communities, looking out for people, and offering them the best product possible. And also, this is beautiful because, we could have competition and we could have other companies that are going to try to do this. But if DreamCloud has the best intentions for your community, then all you have to do is opt out of their program and opt into our program. So it's completely free. It's this idea of libertarianism where you get to make your own choices, right? And you don't have any pressure from some authority, some government figure pushing these things on you. But it's really the ideals of socialism is we can work together. We should work together to build things that improve life for everyone. And we should have this sort of sense of the commons. And if we can just start with what we have now, which is our own properties, and create this kind of cloud commons where we all share, this revenue, essentially, right? We're creating a revenue stream model that allows us to generate revenue from the community and then put it back into the community. That's all DreamCloud is. It's this kind of management company that says, you could actually benefit from all these things. And while we're trying to help you out with all these things, maybe you could benefit from even more things. And so we'll use that money that we're generating now to help you with more problems down the road. And this is something that will change in the next 10 years. It will become a different company in the next 10 years. We'll have different problems, and it'll be run by different people, and eventually we'll hand it off to our children and let them run it. So that's basically what DreamCloud is. It's a way for us to build a better world for our children, and this is something that we should be excited about, because for a long time, this country has been kind of lost without a focus or without a guiding principle, and we can get into deeper guiding principles. I'm definitely interested in talking about more of that existential stuff. But for right now, we need to focus on material change to improve people's experience while they're in this life. And that's how we do it. So thank you so much. Hopefully I see you out there. Hopefully you're in my community. If you just want to reach out, if you want to support, the subscription plans are open to everyone. No matter where you are, you will not be able to get a in-home plan unless you're in the zip codes that I'm servicing. So that's kind of, we're testing out the local services, the in-home services. And obviously, you can drop off something where I work at the repair shop if you're local. But if you want to just subscribe and you just want to be a supporter, then you can go here. You will go to subscribe. Or right there, and then you'll go down here, you'll hit subscribe, and basically this is just a product. So you're hitting subscribe, it's now in your bag, you can view cart. It's a recurring subscription. The next one, you're going to put all your information in, but obviously I don't want to expose my information, and then you'll just proceed to check out. So that's how you do that. And like I said, this is just the beginning. I think that technology can change the world, but I think that it needs to be community focused, and I think it needs to be local technology. And again, I'm building an app, so this will be included. So with the subscription, you will also have access to the app. Now, the app is going to have to be paid because we don't want any bots of any type whatsoever. So you're going to have to pay to be a subscriber to get access to the app. We might add a little, $5 a month subscription for just the app access, but everyone will need to be paid. And then if you are a subscriber, we're going to give you, 4 licenses. So you can give, 4 different, you can basically build 4 different accounts with your one subscription. And then you can give those to people in your family. So this app that I'm building is essentially going to be a place where you can conduct business. You can send people business cards. It's going to allow you to filter out the entire social network by location, by proximity, kind of the radius around you. So it's going to be kind of like a dating app, but it'll be like a professional networking app. So it'll be kind of like a social media app. So think about all these things when we put them together. And then I'm going to add some kind of like a public calendar so you can post events on a specific date, tag a specific location, plan things, organize people in your own way. So I'm going to take that kind of what we're doing here, being an organization, and then we're going to build that into an app so that you can be an organizer in your community. So all that's coming. If you can, please subscribe, sign up to this. or just, follow this account or reach out to me, leave a comment, something like that. And I'll see you in the next video.